Hey man, you alright?
Alright? Hell no. Feel like I'm fucking dying. Oh, shit. That's it then. I'm dead already.
Not yet, brother, not yet.
Damn it. Yet another disappointment.
You're on strong sedatives.
This is one strange dream.
Why don't we give you a mental checkup first, okay?
Yeah. That's what they always say before they break the bad news to you. Shoot.
What's your name?
My name is Jan Dolsky, but I'm seeing fucking double. You should worry about that.
We'll get there. Just fill me in on your role on this mission.
Well, I used to be a miner, but then I lost my hand in an accident. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? My fucking arm. It's there again. Okay, I'm done with your little survey. Tell me what's going on. What have you done to my body?
I fixed it for you.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Jan Dolsky. I got stranded on a desolate planet where I found rupidium, so I used it to make you my copy.
What the fuck did you drug me with, man? Oh, this is insane. What a trip.
It's not a trip. It's reality. Your new reality.
Oh, yeah? Well, in that case, Mr. Dolsky, would you be kind enough to tell me why your body's so damn intact? Because if you really are who you claim to be, both of us should be short an arm.
That's smart. We're not exact copies. We only share the same DNA. Our minds and memories are different.
Okay. I knew it was a fucking mistake the moment I signed up for this goddamn mission. Oh, man. You want to know what's most cruel about what you did?
I don't know. Tell me.
Keeping all that shit I went through in my head. Now that, my brother, is cruelty.
Look, you obviously had a complicated life, so why don't we try to look ahead now?
To what?
To whatever this journey brings for us.
Oh, no, thanks, man. I've had my share of surprises.
In that case, why don't you just kick back and take some time to get used to your new self? Go through the mission logs. They should clear a lot of things up for you.
Okay. Good. I noticed we're missing a few rad filters. I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home. Cheers. What's up?
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for.
Hallelujah.
I hope you sleep well tonight.
I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization.
Sweet dreams, then. don't owe that movie. Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff. we're missing a few rat filters. This is not good. We are surrounded. Damn it. So much for Plan B. Hey, what's this? It's triggering the alert in my suit. I need to learn more about this thing.
sake.
You look hurt. What happened?
Too much radiation exposure. One of those things everyone has to go through at least once, right?
Why don't you get some rest? You've been working your ass off.
Sure. Can't hurt. Thanks. By the way, that radiation barrier thing, remember about it, okay? Get radiation filters stacked up so we can recover faster from this shit.
Hi there. You doing all right?
I don't know. All right, I guess, but still trying to find sense in this plot twist.
Embrace it. You're a new man. You can work, and who knows, maybe there's a whole life still ahead of you.
Hard to imagine that, but I can focus on the work for now. That's something that can keep my demons at bay.
Just don't push yourself. You don't need to prove anything.
Really? That's hard when everybody takes you for a useless loser.
You're not a loser. You were just unlucky.
Oh yeah? What about your other body doubles? Were they unlucky too?
Well,
what difference does it make if I don't even know who I am anymore?
relax. You're still the same dude, but you have both arms now. You're healed.
Doesn't feel that simple.
Don't worry about it too much.
No. I'll try. Yawn. Looks like we're low on rad filters.
Okay. I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it.
Holy shit. What now?
I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve?
So now I'm smart, huh?
Still,
even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick. The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built.
okay, let's give it a go.
to try those veggies out.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wow, you're right. It's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? Why don't you rest? Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately? Well, in that case, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. Something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Jan Dolsky. finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Not really. Barely knew them.
Well, we are all grief-stricken down here. But also excited and proud of what you have achieved. I hope you grasp the significance of your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Of course. Yeah. No reason to get everyone hyped up. Might still fail.
I can see you're a grown man, Jan. And you understand the stakes. I don't want to put pressure on you, but... failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
It rings a bell. Didn't he make that old game about rats or something?
You're probably talking about The Plague. Close, but it was a book. One about humans, too. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now, constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolsky.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Thanks.
Of course, I would lie to you if I said your work is done. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
So, you're afraid the rupidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting rupidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a rupidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Sounds like a big task. I should get to it straight away.
It is a big task, Jan, but it's worth every effort. I hope you realize the gravity of the moment.
I thought you said you didn't want to put pressure on me.
You're right. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
No. I'm good.
Then we only have one more issue to clear.
What's that?
You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of your altars.
I get it. I won't.
Good. You need to be aware there are no procedures at the ready for this sort of situation. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. Treading carefully is in your best interest.
I don't like the sound of this.
Rupidium Ark, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with the remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.